Namaste, Witchlings. It is Sunday coffee and chit chat with DtYW Witch. How are you guys today? I am dead. um, as typical, the few days around my birthday, I end up exhausted because, Fibro Witch overdoes it, and I start borrowing spoons from next week. But you know what? Totally worth it. I see Raven and 12, so hi guys. So happy to see y'all. I'm here today. So, how is everybody else's new year going? Mine has been honestly painful but fun at the same time. I say painful because for my birthday I got 2 new holes poked in my body. I'm enjoying that. Both of them were piercings I've wanted for a while, so yes. And I lucked out. It was really cool. The place I went, if you are okay with an apprentice doing the piercing, you don't pay for the piercing, you just have to pay for the jewelry, which was frickin' awesome. Because, having dealt with teaching hospitals, because I'm a VA patient, my opinion is, they gotta learn on somebody, so, why not me? I'm benefiting from it, and they have to have a certain amount of training and experience to be able to experiment on live bodies, so, hey. Could be worse. Not complaining over much. So, I'm good. And then, my latest obsession. I have never been one to really be able to get into audiobooks. But recently I found a few that I really am enjoying. I've discovered if I listen to a book that is read by the author, I enjoy it so much more. The first one I did that with was Spare by Prince Harry. I really identify with him far too much, being the unwanted youngest child. Just saying. But recently, and I love that Spotify has some free audiobooks. Recently, I have discovered that Cher has written an autobiography, and despite being dyslexic, she reads part of it. And she trades off with the woman who, honest to God, won a Tony for portraying Cher on Broadway. So they swap off reading the chapters, and oh my God, it's fascinating. That poor woman has lived through hell. Yes, looking for a new job is a good thing. Not to mention your job is not the best for your health. So, Yup, though. Ugh. My eyes are running. It is... So, I am allergic to mold and mildew. Triggers my asthma, triggers my allergies. And it is starting into the really nasty wet season, so it's sniffle and itchy eye season. Tons of fun there. Hey you, how is you today, kid? Oh my God, my coffee cup is heavy. Want to hop over to buy me a coffee and buy me a slightly lighter cup of coffee? That would be awesome. I forgot to turn the warmer on. It's cold. Well, okay, not cold, but it's lukewarm. It's okay. Just not what I was expecting. Yeah, the buy me a coffee funds will also go towards, keeping the power bill on, which will continue to power the warmer. We're going to keep the coffee warm and keep brewing it. Hello, baby. Yes, I know. We will go out in a few minutes, okay? Go lay down. Mom forgot to take him out before we went live. The coffee is fairly see-through. I love my white coffee. Oh my God. So, for those of you who are not, native to Seattle or local to Seattle, or the Pacific Northwest, because Dutch Brothers carries white coffee, I drink white coffee. What white coffee is? It is under roasted beans, so they don't turn black. The grounds are actually white, and it has less acid, more caffeine, and a nutty flavor. So it's pretty cool. And since I started drinking it, I cannot touch black coffee anymore. Nope, it tastes burnt, and and it upsets my stomach these days if I drink too much. So yeah, tons of fun there. Will you please? I love you. So apparently nobody has any pressing questions for the Witchy Mama. So what shall we talk about? The dog who is demanding attention? I don't know. Child, go lay down. You're not going to get my hand back. Sure, let's head to Renton again. Ha! Okay, so, actually, what was I thinking I wanted to do? Anyway, we'll talk later. You're about to make your only cup of coffee for the day? Yup. Oh, dude. There are days I make my first cup of coffee around 10:30, 11 o'clock, and I'm making my last cup of coffee for the day around 11:30 midnight. ADHD is a beast. I can drink a quad shot of white coffee at 11:30 and be in bed sound asleep by 1:30. Someone is demanding. Oh, he's trying the other side now. I love my pupper. Yeah, and the man behind the curtain, he drinks black coffee. Medium roast black coffee. I only know this because I'm the one that buys it. And he starts drinking coffee somewhere between 9 and 10:30 and has his last cup of coffee around 11:30. We drink it all day long in this house. When I was growing up, I grew up with coffee drinkers. As I was growing up, I learned how to make coffee in an industrial-sized coffee pot. You know, the big fucking 10-gallon coffee pots. That is what I learned to make coffee in, and we would go through 3 of those a day. Yes, I am not shitting. Four Folgers, I'm assuming. Go lay down. Go. But yes, it was usually Folgers or Maxwell House. And yeah, we would go through 3 of those big ass industrial coffee pots a day because the incubator would drink that much. I have pictures from my childhood. When I was 10, we camped from Oregon to Wisconsin for my great-grandmother's 90th birthday and a big old family reunion. Every picture from that family reunion, my mom and her younger brother both, in every picture had at least one hand behind their back. Or both, depending on what all they had in hand. Mom had a cigarette in one hand and a cup of coffee in the other. My uncle had a cup of coffee. And then I have no idea who had the kids, i.e. me and my cousins, because Mom, Dad, Uncle Chandler, and somebody else, not sure who, decided at 1:30 in the morning in Bodunk, Wisconsin, that they wanted coffee. There was not a restaurant close that had coffee. They had to drive an hour and a half to find a restaurant that had coffee. So they did. Mind you, I was 10. My cousins were 10 and 8. And I have no idea who was babysitting us because we were sound asleep. Yeah, it was fun. That was a really cool summer, though. My great-grandmother was born on the 4th of July, so we spent the 4th of July in Wisconsin. And then we got done with Grams's party, loaded up, and headed for Springfield, Illinois, to celebrate my grandfather's birthday with him. My dad's dad was born the 5th of July, so that was a really intense summer. I met more of my family in that summer than I ever had or ever would again. Long story. So yeah, yes, kava is good. Well, no, it's not good. It's bitter AF, but yeah. I know a lot of people who like kava, but they're also the ones who like chicory coffee, so... yeah, it's just... yeah. Better than Waffle House, yes. Okay, so how many of you guys have seen Twin Peaks? I'll wait. For those of you who have seen Twin Peaks, I can see his face, but the character's name will not come to me. But the FBI agent, the TV show, but yes, the restaurant is in play here. If you have seen the show, the agent stops at a restaurant in Twin Peaks and gets a piece of cherry pie and, quote, a damn fine cup of coffee. That restaurant is here in my hometown. And my soul sister, who frequently pops in and out of my daily draws and chats, Erin, worked at that restaurant when she lived here. Twin Peaks was filmed here in the town I live in. The high school, when I watched it, I was just going, hey, they really haven't remodeled the inside of the high school since the show was done, because my oldest graduated from that high school. The waterfall in the opening credits is one of my favorite places to go, and I love the fact that it's only 15 minutes on a bad traffic day. I have a thing for waterfalls. And just the youngest and I, a couple of years back, he has an online friend who absolutely loves the show. So we did the Twin Peaks site tour, and we went to the falls and the high school, and the Welcome to Twin Peaks sign is currently sitting in the Chamber of Commerce here, but we know where it was, so we stopped there and took a picture, and we just took pictures at various Twin Peaks related sites around the area, and he sent them to his buddy. He was like, I'm jealous. Oh, I have not watched the reboot in its entirety. We watched them set up the gas station. I was coming home from Snoqualmie one day, not even thinking about the fact that they were filming, and traffic was snarled just as I was getting ready to come into North Bend here. couldn't figure out why, and then realized, oh, they were filming in the trailer park, and the reason traffic was snarled was 3 of the stars were standing on the side of the road just hanging out and chit-chatting with people. And I'm like, man, I'm jealous. Son of a bitch. Come on, brain, catch back up. I said something that I wanted to go back and say more about, but I cannot for the life of me remember what the fluff that was. The restaurant is in downtown, right next to the classical theater we've got. Not the movie theater. It's an old-fashioned theater. It's really sweet. And they have a mural on the wall of various Twin Peaks pictures, including the cherry pie. And their view of Mount Si isn't a whole lot different than the one I can step out my front door and snap a picture of. I love where I live. Waterfalls, that's what it was. See, I babble long enough, I'll come back to what I want to say. The squirrels are in high gear today. My absolute favorite place in the world that I have been to is Multnomah Falls. One of these days, I will get to go see Multnomah Falls in the snow. But that is my favorite place. I didn't go this year. Well, I know what I'm doing today. Normally, I make the trek up to Snow Falls for my birthday. So I guess I'll do that later today. I was out and about for my birthday this year and completely spaced that I wanted to do it. So, yeah, life goes on. But, yeah. Oh, yes. Raven, you will enjoy it. Waterfalls are just a thing for me. I'm a water baby, and my 2 of my bucket list things. One of them is far more likely to happen than the other. I want to see Victoria Falls and Niagara Falls, because I just think it would be so amazing. You know, it's fun. Waterfalls, the power of water is just, I'm weird. We all know this. So, something we are, oh, I know you do. Something we are planning on doing here in the near future. We're going to start offering some DtYW Witch and Yoga with Dailin merch type stuff. And one thing that I am so excited to be doing, we're going to be making spell candles. So, once they're up, yeah, they're going to be listed on the website. I have a storefront for the website, so we will be selling them through the website. I am super excited to be doing that. We're also, because if you hop over and join my Patreon, some of the levels on Patreon, you get a personalized spell every month. And with that, I'm going to not only write the spells, but we are going to put together spell kits for those who want them. You know, if you're a baby witch and don't necessarily have all the supplies for your monthly spell, then you can order the spell kit. Or if you're a little bit more established and you already have all of your supplies, no worries. Oh, shipwreck beads. Oh my God. Victoria definitely has it coming. Yeah, shipwreck beads would be so much fun, except I am terrified of my ADHD. I was at a gem fair in San Diego. Not medicated that day. That was my bad. And I got overstimulated after about 10 minutes of being in there and was just stroking the strands of chips. Pretty. It was bad. It was very bad that day, but oh, it was so much fun. I still love going to the gem fairs. Haven't been to one in a while. I don't know what the next one's coming to Issaquah or Bellevue. For those of you who do not know, I am in the Seattle vicinity. I live, oh God, we're what? About 45 minutes from Seattle on a bad traffic day. And so I talk a lot about the towns in the Seattle metro-ish because, well, that's my home. And I love it here. I was born and raised in Oregon. I was born on the South Oregon coast. Spent most of my life in the Willamette Valley. Graduated high school just north of the state capital. Immediately turned around and joined the Navy. I graduated in June. I was in Great Mistakes in September. Went from Great Lakes to San Diego for my training. Got kicked out and went home. So I went home in July of 96. And by December of 97, or October of 97, I was back in California. Lived with my now ex-mother-in-law for a while until I moved to San Diego. We stayed in San Diego for, let's see, 6 years. Six-ish years. And then came back to the Pacific Northwest, and I have not been happier since. I loved San Diego. It was great. I want to go back to visit. I do not want to live there because this is home. Oh. Dude, if I find one here in Issaquah, Bellevue, I will be calling you and saying, get your ass in the car. We will go. Maybe we'll make it a staff trip, day out for the staff. Woohoo! Have fun. Because they're just all of the shiny, pretty rocks. As I'm sitting here looking at my collection, which I have not forgotten that I need to take a picture of and post into the community chat or community pages for the YouTube. That's what I'm looking for. He's clicking things on my computer. All right, so do me a favor, you guys. Do the like, share, subscribe thing. We really are trying to make 500 subscribers by Ostara. We hit our 10,000 views on New Year's Eve, and oh my God, has that been amazing. We are getting thrown in front of more people, so more people are seeing us, which is awesome and terrifying all at the same frickin' time. Because in all honesty, I absolutely loathe being the center of attention as much as I like sitting here talking to the camera, because for the most part, a lot of the people in the chat for now are people I actually know, so I feel like I'm just interacting with friends. I am terrified of what's going to happen once I blow the fuck up and actually have more people in here. Oh, God. Ew. Not going to think about it. Nope. I do, however, the benefit there is I'm getting to share things that I love and I am passionate about. I get to share my gifts and actually help people now and again, and that's what's important to me. My military service, I was in communications. What I really wanted to do, though, I was in the Navy, and I wanted to be a corpsman. So what a corpsman is essentially a physician's assistant. And I really wish I had done that, because at my absolute core, I am a healer. I am a helper. And that's why I do this. It is to help people and to help people heal themselves. Yoga is proven to help people deal with stress, and it helps chronic pain, and it helps depression, and it helps so many things there. I've said that's how I was introduced to it, was through mindfulness-based stress reduction, and then through the Women's Trauma Recovery Clinic at the VA. And I knew immediately it was helping me, and I wanted to use it to help others. That would be Erin's wheelhouse, but yes, I also want to learn Reiki. My goals. I am 47, so I know I need to get on the ball and start doing some of this. What I want to do, I want to learn Reiki, even if I never use it. It would be an interesting tool to add to my tool chest. I want to learn herbalism. I want to learn Ayurveda. Those are the three big things that are on my bucket list for my business. I want to learn those. And then, there are a few other things, but those are the primary ones right now. Because I want to help. And I don't know why. Ayurveda? Oh, okay. So, if you're not a big yoga person, you might not necessarily know Ayurveda. Ayurveda is yoga's sister science. It has been a healthcare practice in India for as long as yoga has been around. It is based on the doshas, Kapha, Vata, and give me a second. I'm feeling kind of stupid. 3 doshas. There we go. Vata, Kapha, and Pitta. Pitta is the one I always forget. And if I remember right, I tend to be more Pitta, which is hilarious. You know what? Leave the glasses off. Yes, I hear you. Ayurveda. All right. What is Ayurveda? Ayurveda is a whole body holistic system of medicine that began in India more than 3,000 years ago. Ayurveda means the study of life. It's really freaking amazing because it works. And it predates modern medicine, and so much of it actually works. Yes, the whitewashed version, or a whitewashed version, would be basically naturopathy. Except it's a westernized version that's just, it's similar. Therapies include herbal medicines, special diets, which, depending on your Ayurvedic training, can be really on point or wrong. Yes. Meditation, yoga, massage, laxatives, enemas, and medical oils. Ayurvedic preparations are typically based on complex herbal compounds, minerals, and other substances. Ancient Ayurvedic texts also taught surgical techniques, including rhinoplasty, lithotomy, sutures, cataract surgery, and the extraction of foreign objects. So it really is just an ancient medical technique. Please go lay down, baby. I know. We'll be done in a minute, okay? I love you. And it's just because of the fact I am a yoga instructor, something in me says that I should know more about Ayurveda. I could be, totally insane with this, but that's my brain. Ow! Yes, he does. He is very much demanding to go. Hi, Mom. I love you. Take me out. Cool. I'm going to find a local Ayurvedic institute. Will you please not lick my thigh? One of the ladies that I did my yoga teacher training with, she's a super, super sweet lady. She did Ayurvedic training, and I want to get in touch with her and find out where she went. Because it just seems right, And then my business mentor, the lady who owns the business that I read tarot cards at, she's an herbalist. And I'm a witch and I'm a yogi. Herbalism kind of goes hand in hand with both of these, right? Right? Good, good. So I want to learn herbalism. And just, I love to learn. The incubator used to laugh at me in high school when I would have a paper that I had to do that required research. I was happier than the pig in slop doing that. I loved doing the research. However, when it came to actually collating and putting all of that research into a coherent paper, yeah, that didn't happen. An apothecary would be awesome. I would love to do something like an apothecary, especially where, some of the things I want to offer as Yoga with Dye products. I want to have personalized teas, the spell kits, the candles, etc., etc., An apothecary would be awesome. Yes. Actually, part of the reason I'm not going to do it yet is my mentor, she has herbs in her shop. So I don't want to be too much competition for her. But, we'll see how things go. That's kind of an idea, too. He's talking in my ear. Hopefully, eventually, I will be selling things in her shop. So, like my candles. I am so looking forward to the candles, dude. Y'all, I am just, it's going to be so much fun. We have been hoarding glass jars of a specific type, if you know, you know, for a few years. And we have joked for a while that we needed to just start making candles in them. And I finally said, you know what? Yes! I finally decided, you know what? Screw it. We're going to go ahead and do this. Yes, I have actually decided, because to go with the spell candles, one of the big things in spell candles is the herbal infusion. And I fully intend to buy my herbs from her. Yes, sweet boy. More coffee. Coffee, 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 coffee. Coffee is so good. Yeah. How about we read some cards here and then I'll take the demanding demon out. Hello, demanding doggo. Hello, demanding doggo. Oh my god, you're sneezing all over me. I forgot the camera was running. Hello. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna play with a new deck today. So let's do a quick candle. It is the 5th. Hi, pupper. Go lay down, demon dog. Go lay down. I love you. Go lay down. Thank you. I don't think I have any birthdays today, so you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna say, let us close our circle and say, may the ancient ones be with us to help with the reading. Helps if I don't blow on the candle as I'm trying to light it. Okay, so we are playing with a new deck. It's a full deck. For once, Dye is playing with a full deck. It is, you know what, I'm going to grab the box instead of the book. It's a little easier to see. We have the Modern Goddess Tarot. It is really freaking awesome. The art is gorgeous. I have to laugh. Oh, yes. Every deck I have, the art is gorgeous. But I have to laugh, though. Oh, first, this is what I'm laughing about. Look at the representation. This is the Chariot. Is that not amazing? But I did a reading for a friend of the Spawns. Yep. This one. This is the Empress. Now, as I didn't think anything of it when I first saw it, but as I was reading, it references Beyonce. Now look at that a little closer. Tell me that's not Queen Bey. It's, oh, hey. Anyway, let's get to reading. Slight squirrel moment, but so I'm going to be reading out of the book as I pull the cards. So let's see what cards we have. We have the Knight of Swords. What does she say? Whoopa. I found the Seven of Swords. The Knight of Swords expresses the maximum power of the air element. Maximum power. The Knight of Swords expresses the maximum power of the air element. It is a movement of air in the full spirit of the element. Its action is determined. It races and knows where it's going and is moved by both the need to reach the objective and the pleasure itself of running. It can be enthralling, charismatic, intelligent, a lover of dialectics and words. Its style is not just physical but also, and more importantly, intellectual. Artemis is seen here in her competitive side, the one who challenges Apollo, her brother, in a hunt. She is a symbol of female emancipation, autonomy, and independence. And this is not the only time that Artemis is referenced. She is also the Crone of Swords, I believe. Yep. So, moving on. Hello, hair. That's a really long hair, too. The next one we have Three of Pentacles. Look at this artwork. It's really nice. Pentacles. All right. Three of Pentacles. This card speaks of the strength of a team, the union of various and unique individuals who help create the final result. The sum is greater than its parts. The Three of Pentacles reminds us. It suggests that we make our resources and tendencies available, interweaving them with those of the people we share a project with. When we meet this card, we know that we can offer our different resources in order to manifest our objective. Ooh. Ooh, yes, actually, kind of. And then we have, oh God, I'm sorry. I know what this card means. We have the Ten of Swords. I'm fine. Everything's fine. It's all right. All right. We have Ten of Swords. Let's see what this deck says. The Ten of Swords represents the end, something finished, complete, finito, that can no longer bear fruit. In life, sometimes we must let things go and inevitably abandon others. Whether it's a project, a relationship, a place, sometimes we just gotta get away. The card invites us to metabolize the end, remembering that after this, there is always a new beginning. The 10 swords on the card are almost an exaggeration. They could mean that it's not necessary to dramatize, that the end is simply a natural part of the process. Those are the tarot cards I drew today. And then I also, for my birthday, acquired another oracle deck. I will say that again. For my birthday, I acquired another oracle deck. It is the Seasons of the Witch Imbolc Oracle. Lorraine Anderson and Juliet Diaz wrote it. It was illustrated by Tihana Lukovic. I am familiar with Juliet Diaz. She wrote The Altar Within and a couple of other books. She is an indigenous, I believe, South American indigenous, and she's just really into activism and stuff. I follow her on multiple social media platforms. She is really interesting if you are interested. So I pulled 3 oracle cards. We have Kulnig. I am here present, ready to answer the call. Hear my beating roar coming back home to me. Let's show you the card. So there's that. Let's see what the book says about it. There we go. Coming back home to the self, answering the call, taking action. Confirmation that you're on the right path. This card serves as a yes card in this deck and also validates any idea, project, or relationship you are interested in moving forward with. The candles are a good idea. All right, then we have devotional. There's something so intimate when letters reflect the tongue in times of introspection, when I am at my most vulnerable and revealing all that lives in me. She is journaling. I like this. And that one, ooh, hey, I actually opened to the right place. Journaling, introspection, reflection. Basically, it's a place where you can spill all your secrets and nobody's ever going to hear it. You have pulled this card to guide you to turn inward to find the answer you are seeking, but hold off on any significant changes in the coming weeks. And then, interestingly enough, our next one is also a book. It is Grimoire. Keep what is sacred near to you, for it is only to be shared when you are ready. Which would kind of go along with the journaling, wouldn't it? So, there we go. Keywords: avoiding gossip, keeping secrets, and guarding your plans. Be careful how much you share over the coming weeks, because you may be too quick to share information that would be harmful to yourself or others. This card warns against gossip and the damage it can cause. Aside from gossip, this card also suggests now is not a good time to share your plans. Others may be listening closely, waiting for the right bit of information to either derail your plans or steal them outright. Interesting. And that, my loves, is our reading for today. Wow. Look at how gorgeous these are. Just saying. Now let us say thank you to the Ancient Ones. Okay, it's not hot. Thank you to the Ancient Ones for being with us and blessing this. And let's open the circle back up. Hoopta. All right. And let me say, what would you guys like to see more of in these Sunday chit chats? Do you want me to pull cards? Do you want me to tell you about how I practice and what sorts of supplies, I guess, for lack of a better word, I use? Do you want to see me or hear me talk about where I buy my stuff and how I acquire it? What do you want to see here? Please tell me. Yeah, this will probably be when I get a new deck. I'll pull it out and play with them here on my Sunday chats. Do you want me to basically review new decks and stuff? But you know, what do we want to do here? Because I am open for suggestions. What do you guys want to see? Come on, into the box cards. But I love tarot cards. I collect them for the same reason I used to collect Magic the Gathering and Pokemon cards. I love the artwork. My kids played. I've never made a single choice in my life. Works for me. We do have tons to discuss. I'm just, I love to sit here and chat at you guys, but please give me something to chat about, or else I will babble about the most inane, stupid shit. Go off on random tangents and get sidetracked by Rainbow Bright and the Care Bears. I don't know. Did I mention I'm a child of the 80s? I'm a child of the 80s. Yeah. And I am full of the most obscure, random pop culture trivia stuff. One of the reasons I love doing my Rune, the Spiderwick Chronicles are awesome. Anyway, one of the reasons I miss doing my Rune of the day is the app that I use for my descriptions and stuff inevitably lended itself to so many freaking pop culture references. I have referenced Avatar The Last Airbender when it comes to Isa, Doctor Who with many of them, because there's a couple of them that refer to fixed points or things that are, yes, it is Spider Witch. There's Spider Wick too, and the author of the Spider Wick Chronicles, and I used to be mutuals on, I'm gonna date myself, LiveJournal. And I didn't know that was her. I was actually friendly with like 3 different authors on LiveJournal. We would talk back and forth on a regular basis. One of them, I want to say, was the author of the Vampire Diaries, Spider Wick. I think you may be. I'm thinking the kids who see they have the not monocle but the eyeglass thing that allows them to see the supernatural critters. I was friends with her, and then who was the other one? She was a YA urban fantasy author, but I didn't know when I connected with them because their screen names were not their actual names for a couple of them. And one of them was talking about her books in one of her posts. And I commented that I really loved that series of books. And I was just going on and on and on in the comment about it. And she responded to me saying, "Thank you. I'm so glad you like my books so much." And I swallowed my teeth and I'm like, "They're yours?" "Yeah, you didn't know that?" And I'm like, "No, I did not put 2 and 2 together here." And she just laughed. But yeah, I have a knack for stumbling onto things like that. I followed another author who shall not be named because he is not a good person, and befriended him, and then years later found out from his former partner what a trash person he is. That was kind of sad. But she's pretty awesome too. They co-wrote a book together. And then, yeah. I guess I should probably wrap this up. We've been going for almost an hour again, which is about what we did last week. Haha. Except this week I don't have to run to a sound bath that I forgot about. This is good. Just going to take Spawn grocery shopping and go pick up meds. But first... Oh, he ran away. I'm going to go take care of the puppers. So, you guys go on out there and have a fantabulous, magical rest of your day. Spread love, joy, and kindness. There's too much hate and discontent. We don't need to add to it. And yes, remember, Tookers loves you, and so do I. I will see you guys tomorrow.